At some point, your role as a caregiver will end. It's not unusual, especially after a long-term illness, for a caregiver to feel initially relieved when a person dies and it's finally over. They are grateful that their person's suffering has ended, and they are confident that they are going to be just fine. And for a while, a lot of them are, because there is so much to be done. There are just so many distractions. Planning the funeral is only the beginning. After that, you may have to deal with stacks and endless stacks of legal documents. Notifications will need to be sent to Medicare, Social Security, to the VA. Insurance company and pension plans will need to be notified. There will be tax returns that have to be filed, bank accounts that need to be closed, property that will have to be either distributed, sold, or given away. The list goes on. And it can take months just to deal with the paperwork. I have witnessed that sometimes people don't really begin to grieve until they have wrapped up the business end of a person's life. That process takes more time and effort than most of us expect, especially when you are also in need of recovering your own strength from the strain of caring for someone through a long-term illness and a long, slow passing. It may take 6 to 12 months before the realization that the person is really gone. And your journey through grief after death will be unique just to you. No one else had the same relationship or the same experience, and they cannot possibly understand how complex your feelings will be. So you will need to be patient with yourself. Give yourself some time to find a path forward that works for you. I hope you will realize that you don't have to go through this process alone. I strongly encourage people to get involved in a bereavement program where you can process your feelings by sharing your stories with people who have had other experiences. Now, if that type of group just isn't right for you, speak to a professional one-on-one for grief counseling, or reach out to family and friends who will understand and support you. One friend followed the advice of another woman who had lost her husband, and she said, if someone invites you to do something, do it. Even if you end up crying and having to leave, accept the invitation or people will stop asking and you'll end up spending every weekend and evening alone. That turned out to be very good advice for my friend. Now, if you don't have a large social circle, get engaged in any kind of activity or project that allows you freedom to explore how you will want to live your life and spend your time when you're no longer a caregiver. It will take time and effort, but at some point when you look back on this experience, it will probably be with a mixture of laughter and tears, but I am sure that you will realize that being a caregiver was hard. You will acknowledge that you made mistakes, but you did the best you could. And then you'll realize that as you went through it, you were stronger, you were smarter, you were braver, and you gave more than anybody could have ever reasonably asked for or expected. And you will come to understand that even in the moments when you felt isolated, frightened, and alone, that you were growing in some amazing ways, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And there will come a day when you'll be able to step confidently into a new and different life. You will understand that you have earned the freedom to choose whatever comes next, and that it will be possible for you to have a full and happy life after caregiving.